Dear politicians, worldwide physicians of diplomacy, I assure you the revolution will not be televised. Jill Scott Heron wasn't lying, but have you? Have you been lying politicians promising false conditions out of nurtured ambition that you seek from my pockets? So dear politicians, worldwide representatives of equality, where's my equality? Where's my voice? Did you lose it on the way to the podium? Did it escape from your pockets with the false promises that you couldn't keep? I assure you that the revolution will not be televised, but my voice, it will be amplified, because my voice is astronomical. Galaxies on my tongue and all. Fantasies of being just like you, despite you utilizing your narrative as the only alternative to worldwide salvation, but I still stand. Because dear politicians, I'm not going nowhere. I'm only roaming forward in hopes of bettering the system that you couldn't better. Because the better candidate always dissolves after being on the newsletter, becoming a trendsetter for the rest of them. So dear politicians, worldwide legislators of injustice, hand me the gavel while you gamble, and our system goes to shambles. I'll make better use of it, I promise that. I promise you could keep in your right pocket, but don't forget about it while you're up there talking. Sincerely, the unheard narrative of America.
Dear white people, if you just cringed because I'm using the color of your skin to define you and your kin, think about that. The next time you say black and brown or yellow and red. Consider why you carefully enunciate American as if you've already colonized the whole continent. Consider why you carefully elaborate African American, Mexican American, Asian American, Native American, but leave yourself as white. Because white is standard. And the rest of us need justification to be here because y'all are the right type of immigrant, not asylum seekers from broken countries. Dear white people, you were born into a privilege, innocent because your record was created blank while we are guilty from the start. You were born on top of a system that represses beautiful minds if they are black and brown or yellow and red, only purebred. Where black and brown are destined for prisons and early graves, but white is designed to go to college and Wall Street. And if we do make it to the bigwigs, it's as a minority token, you know, the kind from arcades that you trade from dollar bills to tickets, police stops and giving us the tickets. See, your war on drugs and terror didn't make the injustice system fairer. And even after the insurrection, you know what I'm referring to. You call white supremacists terrorists as if that doesn't just criminalize anyone but white people. Dear white people, No Child Left Behind did not end zero tolerance, a policy which meant you didn't tolerate me and my skin, walking through metal gates to reach an education, with your college quotas resulting in minority iotas as if just one of us is enough. Affirmative action is not a pact against white privilege. It is a pact against oppression. Your privilege happens to be the opposition, and it was never meant to be rioting. You just never get what was meant by the writing on the wall, and you said not all are equal, and used us like sheep and cattle. My people are free as long as it means they're cheap. Slap a label on everything and a price tag. Don't matter, you already steal everything. Dear white people, stop telling me all lives matter. I know all lives matter. But police are not killing all people because death is not equal opportunity or one size fits all. Because a boy walking down a street with dark skin is just a moving target, and still you say all lives matter, but now you add blue lives, as if you are born blue or bleed blue, ignoring the choice and the fact that we are dying black and brown, yellow and red, bleeding a terrible rainbow of history. Dear white people, you might be like, wait, I'm not racist, but only in George Floyd's case is a cop remanded and you think that's justice? But dozens of victims without accountability? Still, the headlines read, tombs litter the streets. At least that's what you tell us, because to you the bodies were trash to begin with. But they're memorials, candles illuminating every spot a body dropped because of a gun and a cop. Remember, it's another life you didn't save, all to keep your system safe. Dear white people, if you just cringed because I'm using the color of your skin to define you and your kin, think about that. The next time you say black and brown or yellow and red.